I'ma get in there like I'm supposed to. Gotta do it like I'm supposed to. Real nigga.
I swim in your ocean, girl, I don't need my swim kit. I'm under the water, girl, I can see what's in.
Man, y'all know what it is. Battle of the Sexes podcast. It's your boy Malik DMG Perry. I'm here with the lovely. You know, we got our music on. We vibing a little bit, man. Like I said, we got our special guest going on, man. We try not to vibe a little bit too long, man. More of a smooth vibe. Put your phone down. You know, we tend to vibe a little bit less, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's going down today, man. I'm married series, man. It's been doing real good so far, man. Let me turn the music off so y'all can hear us, man. Marriage series been going real well thus far, man. We're on family number 3. We're about to talk to right now. Family number 3.
Yeah.
Right. How you gonna look like? Nah, but family number 3, man. Just one some people that's close to you. I just remember after our marriage series, we are doing our single series. Our single series, we did our first interview. It was an amazing time, Miss Courtney. Different perspective on dating and how to deal with relationships. So when we drop that, I think that's going to be a pretty good eye turner and tongue twister, to say the least. Anything you got to say? How was your day today?
It was good. Very good. It was good. Like, we're only seeing 4 patients a day. So for y'all that don't know, I'm a nurse. We're only seeing 4 patients a day. So I'm trying to keep myself busy.
With me, you don't do nothing.
Yeah. Even when we are busy, like, I don't really do. Let me not say that on camera. But I enjoy it, so.
You enjoy it?
Yep, I enjoy my day. How about your day?
You know, I did some things today. I did a little bit of work today. Had a couple Zoom meetings today. Put together a little bit of furniture. Yeah, it's pretty much what I did today.
What kind of furniture?
Some patio furniture.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bougie, okay? Yeah.
How does patio furniture make you bougie?
Because, like, usually people buy, like, chairs and all that little fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? They don't really do too much of it. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Maybe guys.
Yeah, I'm talking about guys. Guys be like, get a couple chairs from Aldi's.
Oh, okay.
A tabletop with a little umbrella on it, something like that.
Mm-hmm. And then that's it, huh?
That's it.
They call it
They call it a day, man.
Yeah.
But you know, me, I did it big. I feel like look, you know, I feel like I did it big.
Yeah.
Got the love seat, got the 2 chairs on the side, got the table.
Love seat.
A love seat.
A love seat.
And I ain't showing no love. Only one person can sit on it because I'm 6'5". So, but you know, here on our marriage series, man, we like to tell them who we're speaking about today, who we're talking to.
We are speaking about speaking with, yes. Dee Dee, my friend Dee Dee, and her husband Charles, the KIRK'S, a great couple. They have, I want to say 5 little ones. Well, I believe one is 16 and then down from there. But yeah, so very busy, very busy. She is very talented in all aspects. And I'm not for sure exactly what Charles does, but that's neither here nor there. But
how's that here nor there? We need to know it. How you gonna just dismiss him like that? Like he ain't nobody.
I didn't mean to dismiss him, but we'll get into that, you know, I guess when they join. She said she's restarting her computer. She was like, bear with me, so that's what I'm texting.
Okay.
But yeah. No, I didn't mean to dismiss you, Charles, but
that's cool, Charles. I represent the men, so we're gonna win another. I'm gonna let y'all know, man, since we've been doing this marriage series, man, the husbands have been showing up.
No. The wives have been. Sasha took over. What do you mean?
No, but Jason, the smoothness of Jason and how he just broke down. You know what? The reason I do the things I do because she could be going at any minute. That just one.
And you keep saying
everything.
that. So that
anything that was said. Anything that was
resonated
said.
with you,
listen to me. Anything that was said prior to that comment was null and void. Don't even matter no more.
To who?
Out the frame. But Jason, I feel like
no.
I feel like Jason won that. You know what I mean?
So
we ready?
We are ready. Hey, Didi.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
I can
Yes,
hear
we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Hey guys, Charles is coming. He was taking a shower.
Okay.
Look, Brittany, you look nice. Do I need to go get myself together a little bit more? Like,
Thank you. You know how I always dress.
That's her thing. She get dialed up.
Know me.
She get dialed up for the
Yes.
live. I'm the calm, cool,
I'm always
relaxed
I always
man.
like that's just me. Like that's just
Hi.
like, hi.
Ani, come here. Come close these blinds out here for me. I'm just trying to fix the light. I just wanted to make sure it's right.
Okay.
How y'all doing?
We are good. So let me introduce you all. This is Malik. That's Dee Dee, and then her husband is Charles.
This is Malik.
He's coming.
4? Are we going to number 4? All right. Playing Uno live? We playing?
She just slid. She just slipped by.
Uno out. Uno out.
My kids, boy, they won't let me be great, but they are the reason I'm great. Like, girl, I'm having a meeting. Like, so get out, beat it. Like, take them and go find something fun to do. Okay, be quiet. Okay. So, baby, you remember Brittany?
Okay. So, do you know? Okay, so this is Malik.
I see him at the Y all the time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice to be the director there. Yeah, nice to be the director there.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you. Give me here.
What is that?
Just some sides. Some food.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready? Go ahead.
I
Let's go.
am.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
so
What are we on?
we are on episode 7.
This could be 8.
And sorry, episode 8. You're right. We're on episode 8 with you too. So you all are a part of our Marriage Madness series, and we are basically just highlighting different couples, married couples, and then at the end, you'll have an opportunity to play a game and win a date night on us. There are three couples so far. Yeah, 3 couples. So you guys are the 3rd couple. So, do you want to introduce yourselves and tell us how you guys met and how long ago that was and all of that?
I'm Charles Kirk. I met Defina Carter at Grace.
Beauty college.
Yeah. Can I say that? I ended up marrying my ex-girlfriend, which is Defina. And I changed the name Kirk back in 2000. We got married in 2014. We met each other in 2008. Of course, we got 6 kids. Can't think of nothing else right now. What I miss.
Yeah, I met. What was the question again?
I said, because you were so busy watching him, you wasn't
How did y'all first meet? How did y'all first meet? Your story?
I was getting my
What's your
dreams
story?
twisted.
Give us your story. Let's hear the story.
Oh, okay. I'll get the story.
Wow.
Look. Okay, the story. What?
I'm just reminiscing. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was in beauty school, right? Now I was doing the most. Like, I was going to Anderson University and I was going to beauty school at the same time, and it was difficult. Like, I already had my oldest daughter, so my sister was helping me out. Like, sometimes I would be here and there and everywhere. So I'm just kind of preoccupied. Charles was coming to beauty school. He was actually coming with a lady friend of his. So
Information.
no, they said, how did we meet? Like,
we want the whole thing though. We want the
yeah,
whole thing.
so he was coming with a lady friend that was his friend, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even be looking at dudes that got a woman. Like, I'm not about that life.
She wasn't.
but they was together, and I wasn't gonna ask questions because I just, So he was asking questions about me to, I guess, the lady friend that he was with.
Oh,
and yeah, right.
We went together.
Hey, you smooth. That was smooth. That was smooth.
No.
Uh-huh.
So he was asking the girl questions, and she really didn't take it seriously. Mind you, all this is unbeknownst to me. I learned this after. So just me coming off the streets, like I came in from wherever I was at
To pick up Shotty.
to get my daughter, and my sister was like, "Hey, do you think he looked like Dad?" I was like,
Hurt my feelings.
no, like she asked me if he looked like my dad. So that's the first time I ever even lay eyes on him. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly, he said that was like his second or third time coming to the shop. Like I never even had seen him before. Like in my mind, like that was my first time seeing him. So I was like, no, so some time went on or whatever, and he ain't really like try to like talk to me or nothing like that. So I don't really, whatever. So my sister called me and was like, hey, that guy that came to the shop, I gave him your number. I was like, excuse me?
Mind you, her mother and sister was selling her to me. What up? It gets better. She was pregnant. I didn't know that.
Yes, I was actually pregnant at the time with a whole nother baby that I ended up having a bad experience. I had a bad miscarriage. And so, like, I really was not trying to date anybody. I wasn't trying to have a relationship. Like, I was trying to,
what's wrong, boy?
Put back the normal life that I kind of had created for myself. And Charles just would not. He wouldn't be gone. Like, it was nothing that I could do. Like, he would come spend time with me. He would call me. Like, he was becoming a friend to me, So that made me like, it just like kind of bonded me to him. Like, it made him endeared to me. Like, I didn't, like, it just felt like being at home. That's how I describe it. Like, when I first met him, like, even my sister felt a sense of comfort around him. Like, oh yeah. Cause like, I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of guys who have like tried to like tell my sister they were interested in me, but I don't come off as very approachable, So he just kind of, just cut through all that. Yeah.
He finagled his way in there. Yeah. He found his way in there.
He was not accepting no. That's what he wanted.
But I liked him. So like we had some experiences because I wanted to be free. Like I was like in my 20s, I'm like, I'm sexy, I'm young, I don't need a man. And he didn't have any kids. So I felt like I had too much baggage for him. So I didn't even want to take the relationship seriously. So when we got to the place where we was like, okay, we're doing this exclusively, shoot, we was like, how many years were we? We had been talking for like 2 years when both of us was like, okay, we're doing this. Neither one of us is leaving one another. We want to be with each other. We're doing this. Like I tried to date somebody else. He tried to date other people. It just wasn't working. And we just came back together like, I love you. I ain't going nowhere. So you might as well just let everybody else know that this is what it's about to be. So that's pretty much short story. That's a short story.
Wow.
Yeah. The women tend to give a little longer stories than the men. But you know what? So
all that detail was needed.
Yeah, all that detail was needed. So a little fun fact: women have 25,000 words a day, and men speak 10,000 words a day. So I can understand I understand you.
That's why me and Charles ain't wasting our words yet.
Does that count text for the women?
That does not count text. That does not count text.
Can one of y'all get my Red Bull out the freezer, please?
Look, I love having people to order around.
But you see, that's why me and Charles ain't waste our words yet, because we're gonna get y'all towards the end. So you said you guys did that 2-year thing where you just figured out at the end of that, you know what, you're gonna be with me, I'm gonna be with you. What caused you to get that? So during that 2-year time frame, were you guys still dealing with each other? Was it like I'm dealing with you, but I also got people I talk to on the side? How was that 2 years before you guys decided to be one?
I did. I had a lot of boyfriends, and like to this day, what?
I was burping, excuse me.
To this day, like I take the flack for that because I don't know what other women is out in the world being like. I don't know what they disclose or what they don't disclose to their significant other, but I'm a full disclosure kind of person. And you know, everybody has warned me against that, but I don't know, like I'm not very good at lying. When I start lying, it's bad. So I had boyfriends, I had guys that some like I just like to talk to, shoot the breeze with. Some, you know, might like give me like gifts, you know. Some was just could get me to places. It was just a mutually exclusive relationship that I didn't want to cut off to just have one man. Like that's the, you know, I liked my freedom, and it felt like I was losing something by getting into a relationship. But what ended up happening, because I used to go off on these little trips with my girlfriends, and every single time I try to go off on a trip, I would be like, man, I'm ready to come home. I want to come home. I don't want to be here no more. Like one time, I think the last time it happened, we was actually broke up. And I had went to like the Super Bowl when Super Bowl was in Indianapolis. I went to the experience. What?
I'm listening.
And I end up calling him, being like, "Can you come
wasted?" Call me wasted.
Jesus.
3, 4 in the morning. I gotta be at work at 6. She tricked me. I had to go pick her up, take her to my house. She threw up on her way home. She threw up. I got pulled over and everything, trying to race back to my house before I get to work on time.
Yeah, so I just, the shenanigans have been, I would say I played a big part in that. But I'm an impulsive person. He's more slow and steady wins the race type of person. And that frustrates me. Because when he do stuff, it seemed like big stuff.
Hold that thought. I don't know if y'all noticed about me, but I'm not from Indiana. I'm actually from Richmond.
I ain't from Indiana either. So
okay.
Look, okay. I ain't from Indiana either.
I'm not from here either.
When she said slow and easy, I felt like she was taking a shot because I'm a country boy.
No, I'm not though.
Well, that's what came to my mind.
Like slow and steady wins the race. Like I'm gonna just keep on. I don't care what you talking about. You might be crazy today, but you won't be mine. Like that's how he is. And to me, like everything seemed like an emergency. Like I'm like, our relationship is going up in flames. What are we gonna do about this? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. But
has he ate?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. He's definitely trying to be nosy.
He just want to be nosy.
Yeah. So Charles, how was that 2 years for you, Charles? So she said she had multiple boyfriends, and how was that 2 year stint for you?
I mean, I'm young, single, with no kids, so it was me trying to move on, but as you can see, it wasn't successful.
I mean, you were successful though. You won.
No, I mean, I wasn't successful at moving on. Is what I'm saying. Like I was trying to be done, and it didn't work. And like she said, the Super Bowl. I think it was. Yeah, that's about the time we got back together about the Super Bowl. I went down there also. I talked to a few people. I mean, more co-workers than anything, but nothing serious happened. But
So I have a question for you, Charles. So you were persistent. What made you so persistent before you guys like actually made it official? Like what kept you coming back? And what made you think like, I just can't get this girl out of my head? Like what is going on? You know, like what was the driving force behind your persistence?
And on top of that, were you guys still communicating during that 2 year? Like what made you go and say, you know what? She called you, I'm gonna drive there at 3 o'clock in the morning. Cause you better than me. Cause Donna got that call at 3 o'clock in the morning. I just said, call one of them niggas you was dealing with.
Oh, she heard all that. Don't get me wrong. She definitely had to hear all that. What he at? You know what I'm saying? Why he ain't come get you? But what kept me going? Have you met her? Like, have you met Didi? Y'all met Didi, right?
Yeah.
She was different. I didn't want nobody doing a whole lot of extra. She was just about her business, mind her own business, and that's what I like. That kept my attention starting off, but to getting to know her, her personality, she was smart, beautiful. She did believe in a higher power. I mean, I don't know if y'all Christian or not.
Yes, yeah.
But,
well, Didi know I am, so.
Yeah.
well, it's one of the things I try to be safe with it. She had confidence in me. She helped. I think we fed off each other well. We helped build each other up quite a bit. I mean, to get to where we at.
So what you mean she didn't have a lot of extra? Because Didi is extra, okay?
Well, I mean, like, well, by the time we got together, it wasn't that whole, like, well, I guess I was looking at my ex, trying to go to the club every weekend or every other weekend.
Oh, okay.
That ain't my style, because
right.
people were jealous of me because I wasn't from around here, so I had to hear a lot of that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't trying to be in the club scene. So
right.
that alone, her wanting to be home, make sure she was home on Saturday night. I'd rather be at home watching a movie or go, you know what I'm saying, doing something simple.
Mm-hmm.
That out of the extra stuff, I'd rather sit at home and play cards. I'd rather be at the house. I'd rather be at home playing spade,
Mm-hmm.
And she let me cook for her a few times, so it was, like you said, I was just simple. I mean, I wasn't. It's. I don't like.
Okay. We pretty much got it.
So she gave you the play at those times. How was the first date? Do you guys remember the first date?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We go live.
We went to the movies and we ate at Popeyes.
What up? I let her drive.
He keeps saying that. Like,
big old what was it, Expedition? We went to Popeyes over there on, was it Willow?
Yep. Where Lee's Chicken is Lee.
Okay.
Yep. And we went to see Eagle Eye. It was,
yeah, because I'm very untrusting. I didn't want him knowing where I lived. And so I didn't really want to get in the car with him. Like,
right now, we can't go to Smiley right now, okay?
So I was like, well, meet me at the beauty school, because that was a neutral place. And then when we got there, I was like, you want to just get in the car with me? And he was go with the flow. Because I feel like he felt pretty safe that I wasn't going to like kidnap him or do nothing to him, or,
Little girl, can you go back in there, please? Or where's Carter at? Get my phone over there. My phone's over there. Get my phone. Thank you.
So yeah, like that, we went and saw Eagle Eye, but during the movie, like Charles was like, I gotta thank your sister. And I was like,
I don't remember this.
You don't remember saying you gotta thank Nikki?
Go ahead.
He was like, I gotta thank your sister. And I was like,
Lena, take the phone to that, baby.
Like introducing.
You know my password, go.
Like, okay. Like,
well, take it to Carter, baby. Go.
Honestly, a lot of it I really can't put into words. Like, he's just got like, can you see, like, he just got such a loving and like kind look about him. Like, he just always seemed so genuine. He was smiling so big. It was like he was the happiest man on earth. And that's what I remember feeling like, dang, this dude, he's serious. Like,
so that's a lot different than what you probably were used to, obviously.
I was used to guys acting interested. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But somebody act like showing just like that, I don't even care how I look, that he wasn't trying to be, like hard. He wasn't trying to act nonchalant. He was just like, look, I like you. I want to know what you about,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of touched me. And I like that directness. and it made me feel safe to just kind of be myself. And from very early in the relationship, like I have been real open with him. I think, you know, Vice, I don't know. Have you been open with me?
Yes.
That's see. Listen, this is why the men win, because we just direct and to the point. You know.
Oh yeah, because it's a game.
Look,
Battle of the
it's not.
sexes.
So listen, it's not really a game. We haven't. So if you look at the page, I'm always the one I'm talking trash to the women, because if you look at all the little episodes we have, I always say the men win. So I'll make like little scorecards and be like men 5-1, 4-2. It's not
a
well,
game.
y'all win because y'all get us. That's y'all prize.
It's not a game. It is. We are meeting you all right now. So we're introducing each couple, and then it'll be a game.
Yeah, there'll be a game at the end.
But so
Get down, man.
You guys.
Go to sleep.
Your mom, your dad.
Our kids want to be a part of this so bad. Like,
okay, and that's what I was getting ready to say. So how do you guys keep your spice with, I don't know why I keep saying 5 kids, so 6 kids.
Yeah, we have
How
6.
do you guys keep the spice between the KIRK'S alive with kids and a whole household and his job and, you know, just like all kinds of stuff going on?
Sneaking around like we in our parents' house.
Yeah. A lot of get away from the door, like that type of stuff.
So, okay. So outside of the bedroom, how do you keep the spice?
Well,
what do you do? So let me ask you, Dee, what do you do for your husband? Little things, like little sentimental things. What do you do for your husband to keep the spice, to let him know that you love him deeply, or to keep the spice alive? And then I'll ask you the same, Charles.
Let him look. No. Well, this is going to come out superficial, but I said what I said. It's important to, like, Charles, one of the things about me that he like how I look, you know. So that's the very first thing I started being insecure about when we started getting deep into this relationship. Like, oh my God, like I stay looking like the scarecrow or the honeycomb monster. So after having kids, and he'll be like, oh, I don't care, I like you just how you are, whatever, you're beautiful how you are. I don't be believing him. I'm like, that's what you say, but it's because you love me and you my husband. Like, that's how you A, supposed to feel. B, that's what you're supposed to say to make me feel good, but I'm gonna do what I know to do to look good. So I try to stay looking good when it comes to like taking care of home. You know what? We have a disagreement about feeling like we got each other back. I try to show him I got his back, like by making sure I pick up all the pieces. When it comes to the romantic spark, both of us are kind of goofy. So the first time that I ever even tried like romance, if you will, was like Valentine's Day. Like was it the first year in this house or second year in this house? One day I just was like, you know what? I'm about to do it up. I'm about to get the candles, the strawberries, the champagne, the everything, the lingerie. I'ma have it. And lingerie, I know it's lingerie. I'm gonna make sure I do all the things to just kind of pour it on, you know. And I liked it. He liked it. We were both like, dang, this is cool. Like, it kind of, like, I never had like that butterfly feeling, but I had that butterfly feeling with that, because I'm like, dang, we don't do this, you know. So that was one way. Like, I try to revisit that often. I listen to love songs. Like, my kids tell you, pretty much that's all I like to listen to is love songs, because I like to have my husband, I like to keep him in my mind as somebody that I'm in love with, that I love, and I want to always have that. Even through the hard times, like, I still listen to love songs just to remember this is my love, the love of my life. Like, that's, you know, that's one thing.
I try to have her back, period. I like to catch her off guard, to get a real smile. I actually prefer her not knowing how close I am to home. Because, you know, the glow and the smile I see when I walk through the door, you know, that cures my day, no matter how bad of a day I had. It'd be the little simple things that I try to do for that I'll hear that other men don't do or won't do. Whether it's wash dishes without complaining or throw a load of clothes in the washing machine. I don't know about y'all, but put her phone on the charger.
Yeah. Okay. So also he takes care of me.
He say that often. Yeah.
Like
He takes care of me.
He literally takes
Like
care of
cooking. Now, something I know I gotta start doing is dressing up more. She don't like that I dress down a lot. I like to wear my t-shirt and shorts, t-shirt and sweats, and she like when I dress up. So when I do dress up for something, she always give me tons of compliments. So I know she like me in red. So a few things I gotta step it up on, but.
Okay.
He's paying attention, though. He's paying attention.
Because this is stuff I didn't even know. Like,
well, again, I do like to surprise her. Like, I like to, like, random, she wants some snacks, something she like, and she want it. Well, I already got it. She just don't know it.
That's one thing I was thinking of. Like, one time, because this is random. Like, and I'm real.
Hey. We're not going to do that.
I'm real kind of funny acting about food. I said, ooh, I do like Vienna sausage. I used to eat Vienna sausage. And one day I came home, it was like a whole case of Vienna sausages. I was like, I mean, I like them. I don't know if I like them this much, though. But, like, he always trying to go above and beyond to show me that, you know.
He loves you in other ways. That's action. He's showing you that he loves you in other ways.
Yeah.
That's very important.
But you know what? I wouldn't mind, because often the things that I complain about, like, I know his love language, like, gives us acts of service and gifts. That's what he shows me. I like to touch. I like physical touch and quality time. So I be running around feeling neglected all the time. And he's like, I'm just trying to respect you. I don't want you to think that that's what I'm about all the time. Because I'd be like, well, usually when you walk by, you slap me on the booty. And do we have a problem? Because you walked by me 6 times in this kitchen and you ain't hit me one time. And I've been here for 2 hours. When is the booty slapping going to start? And he's like, Dave, like, I just want you to know that I think of you in other ways. I'm like, well, you can show me all the ways. Like, I don't mind. I'm not going to judge you. I'm never going to be mad about you wanting me. Like, I would never be mad about that.
Hey, she do get 30-second foot rolls if I fall asleep.
Yeah.
This is just showing me ways that I could love him better. Like, honestly, like, I'm like, okay, Charles comes home from work tired. I could be rubbing his feet. Something, because he always complains about his feet hurting.
I got flat feet. Don't tell everybody that.
I'm just saying.
So when it comes to love, so we look at our thing is it's different between loving somebody, being in love, and lusting somebody. Obviously, you guys are together. You guys are married. When did you first realize that, you know what, I love this person, I love her, or I love him? And who was the first one to say I love you?
I don't remember that.
I bet it was you, Dee.
Honestly, I can't say I remember either. What do you need, little girl?
You don't remember?
What do you want? Some noodles.
How did you know you were in love?
How did you know that you were in? What is the moment that you figured out, like, dang, I think I love him, or dang, I think I love her?
For me, it was the first time I kind of spazzed out on Facebook. Like, I went on Facebook and I like aired him out, and everybody else who I felt needed to be aired out, and I did not have any shame about it.
I had friends calling and texting, bro, check your page, check your page.
Like, I had never acted crazy in a relationship. I never been Like, I'm a jealous person. Man.
Shotty, get up. Pause that game. Get us some noodles real quick. It ain't gonna take you long.
They really hating. I'm sorry.
For me, I want to say she had my full-blown attention one night. Mind you, I used to live in Anderson. She was in Muncie. One night, I fell asleep. And I literally fell asleep and wasn't answering my phone. I hear it. Knock at the door.
What is
this
that?
girl that came all the way from Muncie to make sure I was, I guess, okay. This is a wellness check. But
hey, you thought it was okay. That wasn't no wellness check. That was a somebody else there check.
You just didn't know cake. You just had price, man.
Man.
You go brush your teeth. Go brush your teeth.
You know what?
Go brush your teeth.
I don't see noodles. It's out.
Really, Shotty? You try very hard. Charles, show them where the noodles at, buddy. Put the devices down and brush your teeth.
And see, this is our life. Like, this is why I don't do a whole lot, because everything about our situation is 6 people that make a lot of noise. So, but yeah, as far as the wellness check is concerned, I don't know. I just wanted him to understand, just because you live in Anderson, don't think that you can be over there not answering my phone calls, acting like I don't matter when you did all this to let me know I matter.
I was out.
So that was.
Meanwhile, he was asleep.
But I don't even know if I loved him. I don't even know if I loved him at that point to be doing that. I just, maybe I'm a little bit, maybe I had jumped out the window with that one.
After you eat, baby.
And now I'm like, well, shoot, since we here now, well, I'm finna pull up on a nigga. Like, that's what's about to happen. Because he ain't, like, I don't remember what was going on, but I just, something in the milk wasn't clean.
So you were a woman and assumed he wasn't about to write.
I don't remember, because I don't remember.
Pull up.
I don't remember.
I think that was the time. I think that's when I realized, you know what, she's a keeper. Okay. Even though her intentions wasn't actually positive, to me it was, because I was actually hey Chief, sorry. Chief, come put your mama phone on the charger. There's 2 chargers in our bedroom. On my nightstand.
What is that?
What is what, babe?
What
are you trying? What is the problem?
What is this?
Where's the camera at?
Right here.
So did you check the screen?
Yes, I wiped
it.
Maybe when they fixed it, they didn't put the thing straight.
You're right. Okay.
I don't know. I lost my train of thought. But I think that's when I knew. I felt like I knew at least.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that was after that I invited her to Mississippi.
Yeah. That's when I got to meet the rest of his family.
First time I took anybody to my family down south.
Mm-hmm.
Even back.
So that was my next question. How did you guys' families play a part of your relationship? Like how was the first meeting? What was the first ideal thoughts of you guys when he first met your parents or your family, and vice versa? How was that?
My family loves Charles, so everybody, my mom and my sister met him first. They think he's the best man I've ever known. Like, I mean, I'm not being sarcastic. I think I kind of would agree with that. Like, he's the one who showed, he put all the actions with the words, you know? When my dad met Charles, first of all, every boyfriend that I've ever had, my dad would get their name wrong. If the guy's name was Dennis, he'd be like Dwayne or Duke or Derek. Like, he would get his name wrong. He called Charles by his name from the beginning.
Honestly, I see myself doing it to my daughter, so I think that might just be a male not showing that daughter he ain't the one.
That's what it is.
So my family pretty much, I felt like they was throwing me basically to the wolves. Like, they gave him the approval from the very beginning. when I met his family was sweet, but I really don't know what they thought about me. I really don't know what they thought about me.
That's a question, I think.
I mean, apparently they like you. I mean, they treated you better than they treated me sometimes. I ain't see no problem.
His aunt did cook for me, and the whole family is
Well,
like.
I got an aunt that's I don't want to call her different, but she's different, and she actually treated Dee Dee better than she treated a lot of people. I think she might have treated her better than she treated her own daughter-in-law.
Oh, okay. That's saying a lot.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. They pretty much welcome. They show me nothing but love.
Even after she made a few comments that sound like shots.
Oh God. Okay, that's one more story. I don't know. So like basically, I've never been like submerged in the South. Like I'm an up north girl. I'm from Illinois. So we went to Mississippi. I just had some expectations. So one of the things that I was anal about my daughter was playing in the dirt. And I was like, get up off the ground. You just making yourself at home, or some type of off-brand comment about the people in Mississippi being in the dirt. Everybody, it was like you could hear the record. Yeah. His cousin was like, what you think we out here doing? We all sitting in chairs. Your daughter the one on the ground. Yes, immediately. Like I was like, oh, get up, girl, get up. Like, but that was me putting my foot in my mouth. Like, but I didn't mean it. I just felt closer to nature. We were surrounded by trees and nature, and it was just so beautiful.
She was shocked to see paved roads.
What?
Almost. Well, the time before when I went to Mississippi, like they had an outhouse.
The noodles ready.
They had an outhouse, so I didn't know what to expect, and you know I was nervous, so the wrong stuff came out of my mouth. You know.
Yeah.
So that's fast forward. So you guys were together how long before you guys got married?
5 years.
5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, how long?
We got married in 2014.
7 years.
Am
I doing that?
How was that day, that night? Charles, explain to me that moment you popped the question. I need a visualization of how that was. I need the picture. I need to see that.
Oh man, I set her up.
Yeah.
Her number one cousin, my number one cousin. I planned a shopping trip to Cincinnati, and they all knew. So we go over there. I take her shopping, let her buy whatever she wants, and then one of the strip malls over
there. Premium outlets in Ohio, in Cincinnati. Brittany, I know you've been there.
But we ended up going to, is it Papa Do's?
Yeah.
We went to Papa
Do's.
Ate, and I was like, dang, I had no clue on how I wanted to propose. You know, it was like, dang, what am I gonna do? I said, you know what? Pretend like I'm taking a picture, and she gonna turn around and boom, surprise her. My cousin sat there, he was recording, and she thought he was taking a picture, and by the time she turned around, I was on one knee in front of the fountain outside of Papa Do's. And I asked her, and she got so excited, I don't even think she wanted to answer off top.
I knocked the ring out of his hand.
Okay, I knew it was something like that. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I think we got it recorded.
I was very surprised. He did a good job of making me think we were in a fight the whole day. Like I thought we were in a fight. Like I kind of had an attitude and didn't even want to be there. Like, but when you feed me, my mood just kind of regulates. So after we ate, I was in good spirits. And like he said, his cousin was taking a picture, but he was acting real weird. Like my cousin was like, "Come on, Dee, let's take a picture. Come on." And
Everybody's phone was dying.
we sitting there posing, and he was like, "Oh, flash." And I was like, and I'm still sitting there, and then I look, and Charles was grabbing my hand, and I didn't really know what was happening. Like it didn't seem, I don't know. Like it just was like, oh my gosh, this dude is really doing this. Like, oh my gosh, in front of all these people. I don't even think it was nobody out there, but to me, it just became real big. And I was like, I was touched. I was embarrassed. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, because I had acted a fool pretty much the whole day. I'm like, and I wanted to cry, but I had the most hideous cry known to man. So I just kept saying, oh my God. Like, and thank God they turned off the cameras. And then that way I could have my real emotions. Cause I was like, I was touched. Like I can't say I saw it coming. He thought I knew he was going to propose. I did not know.
Oh, I thought she had saw the ring in the trunk. She went back there being nosy one day and I got mad at her.
Oh.
Got my trunk.
Oh.
Be careful, man.
I don't even know. That's how he made me think we were in a fight. He started snapping on me about the trunk. Like, what you back here? Why don't you get back in the car? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, why are you biting my head off? Like, what did I do? So he set me up pretty good.
So Charles, how did you know you were ready? How did you know that at that moment I was ready to pop the question to be married? Because I know a lot of people feel like you never know when you're ready. You never know when it's like, when I want to be married. You have an idea, like, this is the time frame, this is the person I want to be with. But how did you know, like, you know what, I'm ready to get them papers, I'm ready to drop on my knee, I'm ready to get married? What hit you in your mind that were like, yeah, I'm ready to, pop the question, be a husband?
At that point, she had showed me that she had my back, regardless of the situation. I had just had surgery or something on my wrist. Is that when I messed up my wrist? Before I messed up my wrist?
You hadn't had surgery yet.
On my wrist, I did. Not my knees. But I think she had done show me, unconditional love. And I feel like, yeah, she the one. We've both bent over backwards for each other, and neither one of us thrown each other face. Even when we got upset, we didn't say, I did this for you, I did that for you. It was more of we did it with a smile. We had met each other's family. We was gelling. We was gelling real smooth. At the time, the arguments didn't last long. I just felt like it was time to make an honest woman out of her. And she was getting older.
Did you two live together before you got married?
Yes.
How long did you live together before you got married?
We got married in 2014, so just at 2 years.
Okay.
Because I moved in December 2012, and we got married December 2014.
Yeah.
Exactly 2 years. I didn't even realize that, and that was kind of bothering us too, though. The fact that we were shacking up. We know we wasn't
right.
Like that.
Yeah, I had never lived with a man before.
Besides her dad.
Yeah, I knew you hadn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say that because my ex had actually moved in with me. That's another story.
Yeah,
We ain't got time.
Nah,
We got time.
Just to quickly rewind a little bit, just a snippet. That was also one of the the things that we had to overcome.
How long these noodles gonna cool out?
I wasn't. She's getting it, girl. I wasn't. He had an ex, right?
We all had exes.
Right. But I was not accustomed to somebody who had been in such a serious relationship that they were living with somebody else. So we were young. We were young. So I felt like there's no way that you really are broke up with your ex if she still got all her stuff at your apartment. Like, she still come and go as she please.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just couldn't believe that, you know. So I was like, well, we can't be a couple till you break up with your ex, basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They had been broke up for a good amount of time. Like I said, he was with a whole nother person by the time he met me.
For the record, she said that because basically she had all her stuff in one room in my second bedroom. All her kids stuff and all that. I'm not the type that put nobody out like that, which I guess I should have, but in reality, in my head, like, yeah, I wasn't raised like that. So, but Didi helped push me to get rid of that situation. So.
Don't say I put the girl out there. I didn't.
It pushed me to take care of the situation.
For qualities of
Go ahead.
So, Charles, if you could have 4 positive qualities of Didi off the top of the head, what would they be and why?
But wait, wait till she returns, because don't you usually have them turn?
Yeah, they got to turn to each other.
Yeah,
they
so
got
wait,
the kids
so
going.
wait till she comes back, I guess. Well, I guess you can. Yeah, you do have to. You go ahead and tell us 4.
No, we want her to tell. We want him to tell her. We want to look at her and tell her 4 positive qualities.
Where'd Didi go? Tell her she can't be talking up the frame. Come on, girl.
I feel like the sound was going down.
Yeah, it was getting too dark in here. It was grainy. Ain't that better?
Why you could have let
Oh.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad behind us. It's good.
So repeat what you said.
So what I like to do is this. You guys got to turn and look at each other. Yeah, turn to look at each other. Okay, you got to say 4 positive qualities that you appreciate out of one another.
Or it's like we ping ponging, or
Nope,
No,
you name
no.
your 4. You look at her in her eyes. You name your 4, and then she name her 4.
4 positive qualities.
Yep.
Of your spouse.
Of your spouse.
so I have to go first, or that be
It don't matter.
It don't matter what one go first.
How you feel?
I feel good.
Man, did you want to feel comfortable going first, or would you like
Oh,
to
no,
go first?
you go first.
No, the noodles are too
Oh,
hot.
what you say?
For starters, I appreciate your honesty, your problem solving abilities. I don't want to. It's hard not to say beauty. I mean, I gotta say beauty. I guess it's one of the things where I feel like it goes without saying and said, but still count. And last but not least, your fun-loving spirit.
Okay. Thank you. For me, I think that one of the things that I love about you is the love that you have for your family, like from the very beginning. You always, like, you love your family, like from Lena Mae on down. So I wanted to be a part of that. 2, your consistency and your hard work and your work ethic. Like, I don't know any other person on earth who works as hard as you, who is willing to get up every single day. Like, I know I gripe and complain about it. I actually admire that about you, because I don't think that I would be able to do it the same way that you do. Like, I don't have a problem saying I could not do that the same way that you do, to go through adversity, through hard times, through bad weather, through sickness, through aches and pains, like, to get up and go to work because you got to take care of your family. Like, to me, that's the biggest sacrifice that I know that you have made. Your patience, your patience is unparalleled. Because to be able to deal with me and these people and, you know, still go through with a smile, and I mean this too.
Hey,
like,
Chief, kiss me for water, please.
To be able to do this and, you know, still keep a cool head on your shoulders. Because, I mean, y'all don't know me, but Brittany, you know me a little bit. Like, I'm a lot. So can you imagine what my kids are like too? So your patience and your love, like, actually that's what made me fall in love with you. It was like your love touched me so much that it like broke my heart to where I never wanted to hurt somebody that I love in my life. Like your love made me want to not ever be selfish again. Like it made me want to love you. It made me want to take care of you, love you the same way that you was loving me back. Basically, give you the love of God. And that's how we ended up back together. Like Charles had got sick when we were broken up. And it was like the Lord told me, go take care of him. Go show him love. Show him love. Like take him some soup or, you know, go administer care to him because you're the person that's been in his life. So he doesn't have nobody else to do that for him. And it ain't got to be no romance or no expectation. Just go show him love. And that's honestly what kind of opened my heart back up to the idea of having a relationship, because I never even broke up with anybody and got back together with them. Like I just had a lot of relationships with a lot of question marks. You know, I never bothered to answer the questions or to see where it was going because I didn't care. But with Charles, I cared about his future. I wanted him to do well. I wanted him to be well. And I wanted us to go forth and, you know, whatever it was, just still be friends, have love for each other. That's what happened. And then it just kind of, I couldn't separate myself from wanting to be a part of him. I couldn't, like I hate to say this, like I would be with him every single day. Like I would, like he'll be like, you don't get tired of your husband. That's one thing. As mad as I get at him, I still never want to be away from him.
So what would you tell your younger self? So we always kind of try to end it with, if there's a couple out there or a couple out there who's considering marriage, who's on the ropes, on the fences, what advice would you give to them? And then what would you tell your younger self? As far as like, would you guys do this again? Would you still fall in love with your same partner again? Would you choose the same partner again? If you had the choice to do it all over again, would you change anything of that nature?
If I could give my younger self some advice.
What?
The advice I would give to myself is don't stop overthinking everything. You ain't got to know the outcome to every decision, to every situation, because you can't control it anyway. Just love, like in this relationship, love Charles. Just love him. That's all you got to do, because it's going to be all right. Like it doesn't even matter what mistakes y'all make. Y'all going to be together. Y'all not leaving each other. Because like that's one thing that I was like, I'm not leaving him. Like I'm not leaving Charles. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not an action. So all the things that we fought about, I can't remember 5 arguments. Would I make the same choices? I would still marry Charles, yes. Is that the question? Would I marry Charles again?
Yep. Would you still? Yep.
Yeah, I would marry him again. I can say that confidently because honestly, part of the reason why I got with him is because of his good looks. So I would want these kids to be the people that they are. And now he's letting me see that he's also a genius. I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of, you know, he work hard, he's good looking, he's loving, and he's really brilliant. So like, I feel like that's the best thing that you could want from somebody, you know? So everything else is You know.
How about you, Charles?
I could tell my younger self something. I'll probably start off with definitely be honest with yourself from the get-go. No sense in trying to no, Kenzo, get down. Be honest with yourself on what you like and be yourself. And it's funny you saying this because I mean it ain't that I was myself. It's just that a little bit of doubt, you know, that was there. Thinking that it was a slim possibility she would pick me. Yes, I would definitely ask her again. I probably would change the proposal, but you know, I would tell myself to listen. Don't be afraid to take notes.
I would want to get married sooner. I wouldn't wait so long because I would have been having these kids back when I was 27, 28, 29, you know, because waiting to have kids is hard on the body. That's pretty much the biggest thing I would do different is having kids later. I would have them earlier. But, you know, everything I guess happened for a reason.
Okay, well, we thank you both for joining us for our Marriage Madness series, and hope you enjoyed communicating and talking with each other. We definitely enjoyed, well, obviously you guys talk, you know, every day. I don't know if you get that in depth on a daily, but okay. So most of our couples don't, but we enjoyed your conversation, hearing your story and all of that. So thank you for sharing your hour with us and sharing your family and kind of letting
the world
in on the KIRK'S a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was fun. We appreciate you guys coming on board. Like I said, we call this a whole vibe. So our marriage series, I always joke about bringing that love back and bringing that, you know, having that intimate setting where you guys can sit down and talk and just value your love and show how much you love and appreciate each other. Because a lot of married couples don't do that anymore. And that's what's missing. That's what's missing in relationships and things of that nature, is that times to sit amongst each other and show your appreciation and show your love. So that's why we say it's a whole vibe. It's called a podcast, but I call it a vibe session. So you guys got to put it vibe.
Are you guys a couple?
No.
So like, what made y'all do this?
So I'm big on podcasts, and I look at it like journaling. So the way society is now, a lot of people, they journal, but they do a lot of journaling, whether it's audio or visual or whatnot. And just trying to understand, especially during quarantine, you're with your spouse a lot of number of times than you are in the past. And then people get to thinking, like, you know, do I really love this person? Or like, you know, do I really want to put up with this person? So it kind of help in the sense of showing why did I fall in love? Why did I get married to my spouse? Why do I do the things I do for my significant other? So with all the chaos going on in the world and everything that can be turned negative, it's an hour you can sit down and speak solely on positives and those memories that you had, even the wedding memory. Like you said, you had the tantrum that whole day. And as soon as you got some food, you know, your spirit's uplifted, you know, or even some things, you know, even speaking positive affirmations into your spouse. Some things you don't do, but you don't do a lot of the times because of what's ever going on. Everything's chaotic nowadays. It's good to hear, you know what, why I love you, why I value you. And it keeps the relationship moving and keep the relationship stronger. So that was really the purpose of it. And it's just a fun thing. Like I said, it's battle of the sexes. We joke about it being like a competition between both for us, but it's really not a competition. It's just giving couples an outlet to speak on, you know, each other and show everybody else their experiences in relationship because you could possibly help somebody else that's going to do the same thing. So,
but this is just a series.
yeah, this is just the marriage series.
Yeah, we don't just talk about marriage and stuff.
Well, yeah,
Like, we
no,
gotta-
I'm saying the other stuff. Like, I like you guys' podcast, and you know, maybe we could participate in another capacity sometime. Because
Yeah.
you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you.
We appreciate you guys, and
Right.
we hope you guys have a great night.
Thank you,
Sure.
guys.
All right, y'all.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. All right, that was your couple. That was the KIRK'S.
The KIRK'S.
The KIRK'S, man. So this is our marriage series. Like we said, man, we get married couples the opportunity to just tell their story. And like we said, just to talk about why they love each other, especially in the way society is nowadays. A lot of couples get an opportunity to speak those positive affirmations into one another. So that's really one of the purposes of the marriage series. Anything you guys say before we tune out?
No.
No. Once again, we want to say thank you guys. Battle of the Sexes podcast, you know what it is. Your boy Malik DMG Perry. I'm here with the lovely
Brittany German.
And make sure you guys follow us on all our platforms. Our Facebook is Battle of the Sexes podcast. Our Gmail is Battle of the Sexes podcast 2@gmail.com. And we look forward to hearing from you guys soon. Appreciate all our followers and the content. Thank you.